What's up, everybody? This is Real Talk Austin Peay. I'm Aaron King, Emmitt Thomas right here in front of me, and our guest today, filling in the place of Bobby Horton, Tyler Hoard. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys? Good to be here.
Oh, man, this is going to be a lot of fun. This is new to our show. Hope you guys enjoy him. He's a really cool guy, and we're going to get into it. Shout out real quick to Bobby Horton, normally here for us. Unfortunately today, not feeling the greatest. A little bit of food poisoning.
Food poisoning.
Yeah, I think.
Might have been at Ohio State.
It was
game.
at Ohio State game. We all know.
It's all good, Bobby.
We all know.
We'll talk.
He's going to have nightmares. Anyway, also quick shout-out, WAPX Clarksville's 91.9 for allowing us to use their studios, as well as Professor Karen Bullis for allowing us to use her cameras, as well as people like Steve Sawyer, who helps in the background and allowing us to teach us how to work these cameras. So, again, also big thank you to our general manager here at WAPX Clarksville's 91.9, Doc V. Thank you so much for allowing us to use your studios for this episode and series. So we're going to go straight into Austin Peay, doing actually really well in the season. Last game they played Tennessee Tech at Tech, and wow, that was actually not the game I was expecting.
I had us blowing out Tech, and they only lost by a touchdown, so I was a little...
Yeah, I was kind of not really disappointed.
It's just like...
It just wasn't what I was expecting.
It happens, though,
honestly.
any given Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, like we talked about, any team can be any team on any given day. So, Tyler, you saw the game, right?
Yeah, they were up 21-7 in the beginning, but then, same thing they've done the last couple weeks. They've let the opponents get back into the game. They just kind of relax a little bit too early, and it just shows on the final scoreboard it's a 7-point game when it never should have been. Right,
and honestly, the last drive for Austin, I guess you could say second to last drive for Austin Peay, that kind of gave Tennessee Tech a little bit more breathing room because that scoop and score hurts. You're up by 2 touchdowns. Scoop and score always hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Always hurts. And so really should have been 2-possession game. Ended up being a 1-possession game. But you know what? A dub's a dub. So anyway, Jeremiah Oatsfall did really well. 6 for 13 so far on that game, 72 yards. Ahmad Tanner. You don't really see him at the top. You usually see 104 yards, 1 touchdown on 20 carries. You don't really see him at the top very often. You see Kentel mostly. Not a lot of Ahmad. I mean, he does work.
Yeah,
he does a lot of work for the
does.
Peay. He does. He just doesn't seem to get that, leading rusher status.
True.
Because Kentel's on the roster. Come on.
Right.
Kentel.
Come on.
A monster.
He's a monster.
But, They got 423 on the ground, which was kind of expected, since how much we run it. So that put them in a good position to control the game. It's just, like Tyler said, kind of easing up, taking their foot off the gas instead of going ahead and putting a nail in it.
Should never relax.
Never.
Especially this late in the season.
You got to.
Every conference game at this point for the Governors means
crucial.
Everything. You
Essential.
have to win out. Next game against EKU. They're not a slouch team.
No.
We thought Tech was going to be one of those teams, and because they were 1-7 going into this, and they put up a fight. It was their homecoming, so that helps a lot with morale of the team and confidence. And now we're going into EKU. That's going to be a tough game. That's going to be a very hard-fought game. And then right after that, coming back to Austin Peay, EIU, Eastern Illinois. And to get into the OVC championship picture, you got to get through EIU. You have to. They're in third place right now by themselves. We're in second place by ourselves. Jacksonville State's in first place by themselves.
Of course.
Right. So Jacksonville State's
They're
place.
So you got to get past EIU. But before you get past EIU, you got to get past EK.
One game at a time.
Right.
Take it one game at a time, one play at a time. I feel like, it's easy for you to start having success and then get late in the season and think, okay, we got it, we're here. But, you still have to finish out strong the same way you started. We've already shocked the nation. Let's keep doing it.
Let's do it.
Right. Can't let up now.
And you were we all share a class together. Actually, video 1 with Karen Bullis at the moment. And you actually are doing an interview right now for a documentary with, I believe, Gunnar Shalato.
Yes, correct.
How, because I know you talk to him a lot, how does he say, you could say, kind of the morale of the team or the emotions of the team, how has that really changed throughout this year?
They were believers before anyone else was, which is why the success is, obviously here. But right now they feel like they can beat any team that they play against. And he did say that right now they feel as if they are kind of playing down to their opponents, but they also know they can rise up against good opponents, as we've seen with everybody they've played this year. They put up the most points on UCF out of any team all year, and they're number 18 in the FBS. So the morale is great right now. They believe that if they get into the playoffs, they're going to make a run, and they're really excited for that right now. But they know that they have 2 more games to get through before they can even look at that, and they never thought they'd be in this position, even though they believed in themselves. They're kind of shocked as well, but they're ready for it.
It's real.
More of just like they knew something big was going to happen. They didn't know
how
this.
big.
They didn't think it'd be this fast
How
either.
big.
Right. Because at
Neither
the
did we.
beginning of the season, I predicted 4 wins.
Right.
And
And
I
that-
thought that was the most successful we could have done coming out of this season. And now, we were, 6 games in and we had 4 wins.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, and our only 2 losses were FBS losses.
And that's like a whoa moment.
And now we have 4 losses, and our only 4 losses are 3 FBS teams.
And
one,
Jacksonville, who
should be
who's
FBS.
semi-FBS, so
who
Could be.
didn't blow us out.
correct.
Didn't
Not at
blow
all.
us out.
It was
we
a game.
played them
It
tough
was a
all the
game.
way to the end. All the way to the end. So that's why I'm so excited for the possibility of the Governors going back to face Jacksonville State in the OVC championship. For one, because it's the OVC championship.
It's-
I mean, come on.
That's what it is.
We haven't
Conference
experienced an OVC
championship.
championship game yet.
Conference
No.
championship.
Those players haven't experienced an OVC championship game yet. It's absolutely outstanding. And if they win out for the rest of the season, they go to the playoffs.
Right.
Okay? It'll be the first time in, I believe, program history, school history,
I wrote that.
that they've made the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think that.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
And that was not expected until a few years.
And coming off 0-29,
Right, exactly.
and the next year, really 0-27, and then the next 2 losses we went 0-29,
And now we're talking playoffs.
and now we're talking playoffs.
And seriously talking playoffs.
Seriously,
Like,
not just
like-
if
no,
we win
no,
these 3 and
like,
these 3 teams lose, and
no,
that team
it's seriously
ties.
like you control your own
Seriously,
destiny.
Exactly.
you win out, you make it in game. That's it. Absolutely outstanding.
And that's the message.
Like had you told me that in August, I would have laughed.
Right.
I would
Hard.
have. I would have too.
Hard.
Yeah.
Like one of those good. It would have been a good one. Knee slapper.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
You're so crazy, man.
I'm sorry, bro. I can't help it.
Austin Peay going into EKU next week. Big game. Absolutely big game for the Peay. Again, tough opponent. They're going to have to come out strong and finish strong, obviously. What have you guys seen heard of EKU that kind of stands out to them?
Well, this year I don't really know too much about EKU, I'm not going to lie. But in the past years from being on the team or just knowing about EKU as a program, I know they normally have some big dudes and they're physical, and probably going to see a similarity in the Martin game with EKU.
EKU's 3-6.
But they did perform well Saturday. They almost knocked off Eastern Illinois.
They did.
It went to overtime.
They did.
They're going to come to play.
They're going to come to play.
They're going to come to play.
I still give Austin Peay the dub.
Oh, we're gonna get
I
it
still give
because
them
I
the
feel
dub.
like we're motivated.
Right.
And that Tech game is like a wake up call.
Right.
It's like, bro, we lost. I mean, we won by 7 points. So it's like, hey,
It should have
we're
been
better
14.
than we're better than that.
Yeah.
So
And we
a win is a win, though. You
we
can't
kinda
harp
talked
on
this,
it.
We kind of talked about this pre-production, but there's one play that stands out in my mind that was hilarious. I thought it was awesome. Okay, not hilarious. It
Whoever
was
drew that play
awesome.
up.
Okay, how do you have 3 quarterbacks in on one play and only the quarterbacks touch the ball
And you score.
and you score 27 yards? Okay, if y'all haven't seen the play, this is what happens. Javon Craig shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Harley, 3rd string quarterback. Well, depending on where Javon Craig
Right.
is on the depth chart now. But hands it off to Harley. Harley then runs the read option with Jeremiah Oatsvall as his pitch man. Okay? And I guess Oatsvall was up the field slightly.
They're counting it as a pass.
And Harley pitched it, threw it, whatever they want to call it. And Jeremiah Oatsvall took it
House
and
call.
ran.
Yeah.
House call.
Tutty. 27 yards, touchdown, and actually now Harley on that play, on that game, was 1 for 1 for 27 yards and a touchdown.
It's crazy, bro.
Like,
Take that stat line.
who drew that up? Got to be Satterfield. Got to be Satterfield.
Gotta go with Sat.
Man.
Satterfield.
What is that? If you're a defensive coordinator, you see 3 quarterbacks walk on the field. What do you even do? What defense do you call?
You panic, really. You on the sideline, base.
Yeah,
base.
Honestly, you just
base.
You look
base
at the
formation,
other guy.
just
like there's no.
You just line up and hope you guys can play football at that point because you don't know what's coming. Because Javon Craig can run like an athlete.
Everybody
then they all have an arm, so it's like, oh goodness, I don't know. I'm glad that's why I'm not a coach. So,
yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Again, Austin Peay on the 11th going to EKU, going to be a really hard fought game. Got to win that game, but I believe they will. I believe they're going to get it
Prediction
done.
time?
I believe it's going to be a pretty good day for Austin Peay. I think they're going to take what they saw against Tech and remove the bad and add good. I think it's going to be 35-14 Austin Peay.
35-14. Tyler?
I could see that. I think it'll be a 2-score game for sure. I think Austin Peay bounces back and knows that there was a lackluster performance against Tech, and definitely they'll put up at least 28 on Eastern.
I'm going to go 28-14.
Okay.
28-14. I think that's fair.
That's not bad. And either way, Austin Peay
still winning.
Still coming out with
still
the win.
winning.
Yeah.
Big dub for the Governors. So everybody on the team, good luck. We believe in y'all. Have fun and go hit somebody. So, college football player of the week. Okay,
Bobby, this one is for you.
I'll let you go last. Actually, since
Great.
we all know what that one's about.
Great.
Tyler, you have one?
I mean,
kind of last minute.
Right.
I'll
let you go first. I think you have a good one there.
Fair enough. I gotta go with Baker Mayfield, man. Oklahoma quarterback playing against Oklahoma State. Big rivalry game. Put up some numbers. Absolute numbers. 598 yards. How do you as a defense, how do you let up 598 yards of total offense?
That hurts.
That's just something they do.
As a coordinator, it just hurts. To see
and that's
that
not
number.
That's not even total offense. That's just through the
passing.
air.
Just passing. We're not talking about running
like,
yards.
Good Lord, we're not talking about
rushing.
Practice. But 598 yards, 5 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown from Baker Mayfield. I think it's safe to say that he's probably front runner at this point for Heisman.
Definitely.
Saquon Barkley, he's still there, but after that, it's a school record, by the way, for most passing yards in one game. So he was a combined
he was not
total
far from
of
600.
Yeah,
right.
He was a screen pass.
Yeah.
7 yards from 600 yards,
and he got most of that stuff
he was only 2 yards.
First half.
598.
You're right.
598
thought you said 593. My fault.
No, you're good.
Yeah, still ridiculous.
He was a screen pass away from 600 yards. Goodness.
That's disturbing.
Oh my Lord.
That's troubling.
Anyway,
really,
that's my player of the game. I got no more to say about it.
Because I was gonna roll with Baker, but since you rolled with
Baker, I stole it from you.
No, we always do this. It's all good. It happens. So
great minds think alike,
Yeah, that's why we're great. But Tyler, he recommended good. I can't take all the credit for it because I was like, man, I gotta talk trash to Bobby about JT just slowing out, and I couldn't figure out how I would do it. And Tyler came up with a great idea. He was like, you know what? Make JT your player of the game. For Iowa.
Oh.
So the player of the week in college will be JT Barrett for his lackluster performance against Iowa. And that's for Bobby.
Man.
I told you JT is inconsistent, and you argued me down on air. Stop it. Stop.
What was that, Michael Jordan? Stop it.
Stop. Get help.
Get help. For sure.
That's funny, man. Bobby, just sit down and take it.
Oh, yeah, just take that L, bro. It's good you're not in the studio. Just take that L.
Man.
I was going to be in full Shannon Sharp
mode. Nobody watched this game. You shouldn't have watched it because I definitely didn't, and it was a sad time for me. But Missouri's quarterback, Drew Lock, he played an amazing game against what was supposed to be a pretty good SEC defense. Obviously, head coach is fired. different things, but he only had 5 incompletions. He had 3 touchdowns. He completely decimated Florida's defense. Missouri wasn't looked at as anything good in the SEC East, but now they're going to head on to UT and see how that goes next week.
They're going to win that game.
Hey, Aaron, I saw a tweet that I think I should share with you.
What?
So it was someone tweeted that nothing beats.
Yes, I've seen this. Nothing beats.
Just let it roll. Go. What is it?
You got it.
You got it, bro.
Nothing beats fall in Tennessee, and someone says, "Yeah, and Tennessee doesn't beat anybody in the fall."
Aaron's getting up. Oh man, hey, that was a good. I was like, bro, I had to bring that.
That was a good one. I have to admit, they're pretty bad.
But yeah,
they're pretty bad.
We're in the same boat. Don't worry.
It's okay.
Going straight into the Titans.
Yeah, let's go straight to the Titans, man. They had an outstanding game against the Baltimore Ravens.
Man,
can we? I know you already want to talk about somebody, so I'm just gonna let you roll with it.
There you go.
Well, I have two. You talking about Corey?
No,
you talking about Corey? You talking about my? Oh, I got several people to talk about because Wesley Woodyard had 20 tackles.
Crazy.
20. Like
20.
You tackled 20
people.
He was playing lights out. Kevin Byard has 5 picks in the last 2 games. Mm-hmm. He had 3 against Cleveland and 2 against Baltimore. Just stop throwing the ball out, please, for the sake of your offense.
I wonder if it just came to my mind. I wish I would have looked it up prior. What his passer rating of quarterbacks when they throw in his direction.
That's a good stat to look up because Logan Ryan has a great one too.
Yeah,
I saw it on Pro Football Focus. Logan Ryan has been playing lights out.
Yeah.
So now you have Byard playing the way he Pro Bowl form, which before this season he said that he wanted a Pro Bowl caliber season, and I felt like he could have that kind of Landon Collins type second year, but he's doing more than that.
Exactly.
Right? So it's great to watch. Oh. Adoree on offense. Let's talk about
it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You remember I threw that out. I threw that out. Like, do you try him on offense last segment?
Yeah.
And they tried him on offense.
You called it.
They've been needing to.
I didn't think it was going to happen, honestly, because he is really your prodigy corner.
Of course. He's
a
future. You don't want to risk him getting hurt.
He knows and is an expert on how to tackle, but can he take a tackle? That's what I was worried about. That's why I wouldn't put him on offense.
Well,
but apparently he could do the job.
Yeah.
What's funny is they had that discussion with him because he did play receiver at USC too and got racked up plenty of yards. But they actually told him, look, just watch out for Terrell Suggs. Like if you don't, no matter what you do, watch out for him. So Adoree said when he got the ball and realized that Terrell Suggs was blocked, he was like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, that's what you need to worry about.
And that was it. So it was fun. It was a fun game to watch. I really liked the fact that Mariota has a healthy receiving quarterback. Delaney Walker playing through injuries and is still balling.
Always.
Corey Davis had a complete snag. I mean, I just feel like once we get this running game back the way that we're accustomed to seeing it, we'll see a different kind of Titans team. Because right now we're really relying on the pass more so than we have. But it's been working because we have an arsenal.
Right.
And that defense is working too.
Oh, the defense is the key.
Yeah, and that's not what we thought was going to be the story for this team in the beginning of the year
at all. So it's a fun game to watch.
Some quick little segments I want to talk about before we get into NFL Player of the Week, unless you want to just dive straight into that real fast.
Hey, go with your move, bro.
Let's just go straight into NFL Player of the Week. I've got 2 of them, but one of them's kind of stolen my heart, actually, just thinking about it versus the other one. I had Matthew Stafford. I wrote him down, all of his statistics. I mean, he played lights out against Green Bay, obviously against a very struggling offense, Green Bay, and a defense who's been lackluster for the past few years.
Yeah, that's
so not very surprising. The other guy I wrote down, okay, he has to take this. Yes, he didn't play a great team at the moment, but still, Jared Goff. Oh my gosh.
Disrespectful game.
In a 51-17 win against the Giants. Giants not doing well this season. I get that, but they still have a good defense.
Still an NFL team.
Yeah,
they'll still have a good defense.
Right.
Okay.
They're a team. Exactly.
They're still an NFL
They're out
team.
there.
They get paid millions to play.
Right. In a 51-17 win, he threw for 311 yards on 14 completions. 14 completions. Longest was a 67-yard pass.
Airing
he
it
had
out.
4 touchdowns.
Yep.
Airing
no
it
interceptions.
out. That's like a Madden type game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bro.
Goodness. What would Bobby say? Goodness.
Goodness.
So that's my NFL Player of the Week. Congratulations, Jared Goff. That was awesome. Who's yours?
Like I said, got to go with Kevin Byard and Wesley Woodyard. 20 tackles in one game. It's like the most in the Titans era, according to Malarkey and, the statisticians of Tennessee. I don't even think Keith Bullock ever got to 20 solo. So he got 20. He got 20 tackles in the game. So of course I had to go with him, being a linebacker fanatic. And then Kevin Byard is just picking it out there. So I got to roll with him too. So both of those, my guys.
Awesome.
Solid picks. I went with Carson Wentz. I went young quarterback as well. He had 15 completions, a lot less yards. He only had 200, but 4 touchdowns against Denver Broncos defense.
No
that
fly
is
zone.
And those guys. It's hard to score on them.
That's been the epitome of defense for a long time in the NFL, and he just tore him up.
Yeah,
If the Broncos could find a quarterback, they would be so deadly.
Mm-hmm.
It just sucks.
I don't want to see
If you
it.
think about it,
No.
it just took arguably one of the top 3 best quarterbacks to ever play the game to get them to a Super Bowl. And now that they have a mediocre quarterback at quarterback A and quarterback B, they can't put up anything.
No.
And
That defense is deadly, though.
You know what?
He's supposed to be.
I don't feel sorry for him.
Me neither. Me neither.
All right, so straight into some other news before we get into some predictions real fast. AJ Green, the fight. AJ Green, Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jalen, don't turn your back after you push someone. That's that Brentwood
Well, that's
stuff.
kind of a
Brentwood for
that's
sure.
that Brentwood stuff, bro.
That's
You can't turn your back.
That's kind of a chump move to he's not a rookie anymore, but he's only a 1-year pro versus AJ Green, a vet. And AJ Green plays till the whistle stops. Okay, maybe gives you a little shove. That's football.
Yeah.
He turns around, starts walking away. You walk up to his back and push him in the back, and then turn around, and start walking away. What do you think is going to happen, Jalen?
That's that Brentwood stuff. See,
what do you think is going to happen? Get out of here.
He got choked and punched and
No suspension.
No suspension.
Hey, I
was about to say that.
I like it.
Surprisingly.
I'm not saying it's unfair because they suspend other guys for less offenses.
Right.
However, I kind of like it's kind of like, bro, he forced his hand.
He
forced
that
his hand
big time.
I'm like, the guy just come on.
And also,
man.
we don't know what's been going on.
Oh, I
during
heard
the
there was a
whole
lot of trash talk,
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of stuff going. So you just can't do that and expect any less of an outcome.
Right.
Like, these are grown men we're talking about.
There was another fight, Mike Evans and
yeah.
against the Saints.
Jameis Winston started that one.
Yeah.
Famous Jameis.
Fun guy. Anyway, Josh Gordon. Did y'all hear about him?
Yeah.
Josh Gordon. So he's officially reinstated as the wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
Okay. And he also came out and said that he's been doing a lot of things behind his team's back that they still didn't know about till he just said it, talking about like even before games, he would drink before games and he would get high before games.
Yeah, he has a problem.
He would play that way. And the big question arose of, do we trust Josh Gordon now? Can we trust him to play on our team? And I'm thinking, I'm looking at this TV screen after they just said that, and I'm like, yes, you trust the guy.
He just told you.
Well, yes, you trust the guy. Why?
You're
because you're the Cleveland Browns.
Exactly.
You don't have a choice.
The Cleveland Browns. You have no choice in this matter.
Right.
He is going to be your only offensive threat behind
Crowell.
Isaiah Crowell. He is your only offensive threat behind them.
Let's not forget Josh Gordon, for people who can't,
Exactly. Yeah.
Josh Gordon had back-to-back 200-yard receiving games at his prime. Like, he was a fantasy monster.
Oh, he was one of the best receivers in the league.
And doing that while inebriated.
Right.
So, a sober Josh Gordon in his right mind, focused on football, who's healthy, who's been in rehab, they get the right quarterback situation, and your offense is clicking all over again.
Exactly.
So, yes, trust the guy.
You have no choice.
Because there are other teams who would.
Right.
You have won one game in a season and a half. You need to trust somebody who's going to help you. I could care less at this point if you say keep drinking, keep getting high,
Right.
put up numbers. That's all we care about.
We
at
need
this
something
point.
out here.
Score!
We need a win.
Get in the end
Or
zone.
something. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You trust the
that's a
guy.
good come on man moment.
For real.
God, do we trust Josh Gordon? Yes, you trust Josh Gordon
You put him out there.
because you have no choice.
Goodness.
Next, one more before we go into predictions, real quick. Blair Walsh 0-3.
0 for 3 right there.
Blair Walsh.
For goose egg. Is he going to be in the NFL for another 2 years?
Probably not.
The kicking is so bad in free agency right now. I don't know who would take his spot. I really don't.
True.
It's atrocious.
We have a great kicking situation.
Oh, yeah.
in
Don't we?
Tennessee.
Right,
Ryan
Mr.
Suckup.
Mr.
Goodness.
Automatic.
We always keep a good kicker, though.
Yeah.
It was Baronis.
Rob Baronis, and then we went straight into Suckup.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right after him. Mr. Irrelevant, by the way.
Was Mr. Relevant.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Happens
And
sometimes.
now he's Mr. Relevant. Okay, so we got about 4 minutes left before we go ahead and shut this down. A little bit of a short episode today. Go straight into predictions for this next week. Last week I did pretty well. I was 9-4. That's the best I've done all year.
I like it. Hey,
So-
it's only right. It was only right. I had a great week.
Yeah.
The week before, so
Yeah,
it's only
there you
right.
go. It's a
now
circle.
Bobby got to get
It's
his.
a circle. It's a circle.
Bobby got to get his.
Unfortunately, he can't get his because
Well, Tyler will get it.
yeah.
We'll see how Tyler does.
We'll see,
All
I
right.
guess.
So first game, Seattle at Arizona. I picked Seattle. I don't think Arizona can do anything against Legion of Boom, and I think
Seattle.
Russell Wilson does his thing.
I'm rolling with Seattle.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, next game, Cincinnati at Tennessee. Tennessee all day. Cincinnati 3 wins on the season. They're not doing anything.
Taking the Titans.
We're gonna do this fast speed round.
Yeah.
New Orleans at Buffalo. I've picked Buffalo every time this season, and I've lost every time I've picked Buffalo. So I'm not going with Buffalo. I'm sorry, fans. I'm sorry. I'm going with New Orleans away.
Ooh.
Buffalo.
I'm going New Orleans.
I got to go New Orleans.
I'm
They're
going
doing really
Buffalo.
well. Last time they went 0-2 on a season, they won a Super Bowl.
6 in a row.
Well, okay, not last time. Last time they won a
I
Super
got you.
Bowl.
Yeah.
I got you.
They
I
were
got you.
0-2 to start
They're
the
hot.
season.
I'll tell you that.
Green Bay at Chicago. Struggling Green Bay offense and a not great defense at Chicago. I got to go with the Bears.
I'll
I'm
roll
rolling Bears.
Chicago.
I'm
And
going to go
Soldier.
Green Bay in this one.
That's a good one. I mean, that's
It's a
gonna
tough
be
game.
game
That's a
to
toss-up.
watch.
It's a
Yeah, it is.
toss-up.
Can Hundley bring the team up the field, score some points? I doubt it. Next game, Cleveland at Detroit. I'm moving on to the next one.
Yeah, we don't even got to talk about that.
Detroit for sure.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh at Indianapolis. I think Pittsburgh's offense
Pittsburgh.
is too good.
They're too good.
Steelers.
I think Steelers take that one all day.
it's gonna be a showdown when we see them in a week.
LA Chargers at Jacksonville.
That's a tough one.
I'm taking Jags.
Jags.
I'm
I'm
taking
gonna
I mean,
go Jags.
I'm going Jags as well,
but it's not.
the
Yeah,
Chargers
it's gonna
are-
be a
It's
good
not gonna
game.
be. It's not gonna be
king of the close game.
Right. So New York Jets at Tampa Bay. Jets. What was
Jets.
Jameis Winston eating the W? That's why they don't have
Well,
any W's.
he's
Jameis
not-
Winston ate all of them.
He's not playing,
right.
so I'm actually going to go Bucks because Fitzpatrick is actually a solid quarterback if you give him a chance.
I'm going with the Jets because every time I've
Jets.
picked against the Jets have won.
There you go. That's a reason
So-
enough.
There you go. Minnesota at Washington. Got to go with the Redskins.
Yeah,
I'm going to go
same.
with the Redskins.
Washington.
Minnesota not doing what they need to do this season. I think Washington
Bridgewater's
takes that
still a
at
little bit
home.
far out.
Yep.
Houston at LA Rams. Jared Goff all
Rams.
day. Rams.
No Watson, no
Yeah,
Jared.
Jared.
What was it? Not Jared. Was it Tom
Tom
Savage?
Savage.
Tom Savage. I'm sorry. You're not.
No.
You're not throwing a
Pooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Dallas at Atlanta. I'm taking the boys. They
Give me the
They
boys.
put up.
Give
they
me
put up
the
some points
boys.
for me
Yeah.
last game. Give me the boys.
We're all
the
reading the
boys.
same minds here.
There you go. New York Giants at San Francisco.
I'll
Now,
go
that's
with
a
Frisco
decent game because
I think
Garoppolo might start.
Jimmy's in town.
But if Garoppolo starts, is that going to be a big change for the San Francisco offense? I think not. I think Giants take this one away.
I'll roll Frisco.
I
Give me
think
Frisco.
the Giants. I don't think Garoppolo's playing this week, but I'm gonna go Giants one more time.
Yep. I'm going to give the Giants. They're one of very few wins.
Blah. Giants.
New England at Denver. I'm going to take New England.
go
I
with
think
Brady.
Denver's struggling way too much right now. New England.
Yeah, definitely New England.
Last one, Miami at Carolina. I'm going to take Cam.
Cam.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take Cam.
Miami
Cam.
looks bad.
Yeah, I got to take Cam.
Terrible.
They do.
Well, anyway, that's our picks for the day, and that's going to be our episode. This has been Real Talk again. Thank you for WAPX Clarksville's 91.9 and Doc V for allowing us to use their studios. This has been Real Talk. I'm Aaron King, Emmitt Thomas, and our special guest for the day, Tyler Hoard. Thank you so much for
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man, it's been a pleasure. So, again, we are Real Talk. We're out of here.